the third problem in LeetCode main challenge, and I'm recording myself explaining the problem and my own solution just to reflect myself. So please do not expect this to be the best videos for learning LeetCodes, and these videos are just for my own self to overcome the nervousness and try to explain things clearly and my thinking clearly. So, okay, let's get started. So today's problem is called ransom note. Given an arbitrary ransom note string and another string containing letters from all the magazines, write the function that will return true if the ransom note can be constructed from magazines, otherwise it will return false. So basically the problem is saying that we have two strings, one is A, the other is B, and we want to construct A with the letters in B. So we need to check what letters A are. For example, A, B, C, A, B, C, and in B there might be A, B, C, D, E, or something. It has a number of letters that we can use, and each letter in a B string can only be used once. So if there is only one A, we can only pick one A out, and which means we cannot construct the second A here. This is very important. Also, in the note, it says you may assume both strings contain only lowercase letters. I think this is the key to this problem. So whenever you see the condition that it only contains lowercase letters or uppercase letters, it means you can always count the occurrences of these letters using an array of size 26, and we initialize them with 0. So it means that for each letter in the alphabet, we count its frequencies using its index. Its index gonna be letter minus the starting A position, which means the A letter indicates the 0 index in the count dictionary or array. Yeah, we are using array here. So it's basically the key here. And yeah, so when we have this count initialized as all zeros, we can go through the strings, and then we check how many times A appears, how many times little b appears, how many times capital C appears. And then we have a counted frequencies array. And then we go through B again. When we meet A, we reduce the A in the counter by 1. So we reduce it by 1. It means we have found the 1A from B, and we can cancel 1A in A. So as we going through B, we keep canceling the letters in A string, and until the index of this letter it returns to 0. Then it means we have found all the letters we need in B. Otherwise, if there's still some letters that have frequencies more than 0, it means we couldn't find enough letters in B for constructing A, so we will fail. We will return false. Okay, let's write some code here. So first of all, we do some defense work. We just check the length of both strings, and if the second string is of size 0, we check the length of the first string. That if it's also 0, it means they are both empty, and we can return true, because empty string can construct empty string, of course. And otherwise, we'll return false because we couldn't construct a non-empty string from an empty string. And after that, we initialize the counter, as I said, to all zeros, indicating all the alphabetical letters. Of course, it only contains lowercase letters. And then we go through A string and we count the the letters we need, the frequencies we need for each letter. Yeah. And then we go through go through a B string, and we get the index of current S, and we see if we need this character. If we need it, and we will reduce it by 1. So it means we take this out from B string. And finally, we check if anything here, anything in the count array is left more than 0. If if all of them are zeros, then we can say, oh, we found all the letters we need, so we return true. Otherwise, if anything more than 0, it means we don't have enough letters in B, so we will return false. And there won't be negative numbers in count because we have this condition here. We only reduce the frequency when we need them. So this is the if condition, why the if condition works here. So let's submit. Accepted.